Hello, welcome back to Gopinath's mathematics class. Today we are going to discuss the new chapter surface area and volume, also known as the mensuration. Considering that you have a little knowledge about the basics of solids from your 9th class, we will approach to its next level. The next level is consisting of combination of solid figures. Here we will get the combination of two solid shapes or three solid shapes. That means a sphere is surmounted on cone, a cylinder is surmounted on cone, so and so. Here what we have to face, we have it is very easy to calculate volume of different solid shapes. The combination of volume of the combination we can get from adding both individual solids, but when in the case of surface area, it is not like that. It is a little different. For example, take a lemon. Lemon has one face only and its surface area is equal to 4 pi r square, we are saying. But when lemon is cut into half, we are not getting one face from each, but we are getting two faces. One face is a curved surface and another is circular or plane face. In this way, two faces are there in a hemisphere. Again further, when we divide it into another piece, that means let it be a quarter of the lemon, it is we have three faces. Further we cut it 4 faces. Further you cut 5 faces. In this way, gradually the number of faces are increasing when you are cutting a solid. Here only students face difficulties to understand, but we will approach them so easily that you can understand. Let us come at the blackboard work. Let us see a cylinder is surmounted by a cone. Suppose you are going to find its volume. First find the volume of cone and find the volume of cylinder and just you add them. So that is the volume of the combined solid. But when case of surface area, we have two faces only. If you are going to find curved surface area or lateral surface area of the combined figure, we are getting lateral surface area of the cone, then lateral surface area of the cylinder. So when we have to find curved surface area of the solid, then you have to do two things. One is lateral surface area of cone plus curved surface area of cylinder. Curved surface area of cylinder. Just as you are finding curved surface area of the solid, you are exposed with two surfaces only, therefore you have to find area of two surfaces, okay, of cone, lateral surface area of cone and of cylinder. Here it is. If the question is find total surface area of the solid, then you have to add the third surface, that is the ground or the base of the cylinder, that is pi r square. You have to do plus when we are going to find total surface area. If I change here, instead of curved surface area, it is total surface area, then you have to add another face, that is area of the circle, area of base, which is the area of the circle. So your formula will be pi r is the curved surface area of the cone, plus for cylinder it is 2 pi r h. As it is the combined figure, radius is common for both this and pi is there. When you are adding, never calculate separately. You have to face troubles. So better to take common if anything is there. Surely radius can be taken common as well as pi can be taken common. So take pi r common. So L plus 2h. It is the easiest way to do calculation. Generally students calculate separately for the surface area, then they are adding the final result. But it should not be. The easiest way is to take pi r common so that your calculation will be easier. Let us we will do few questions. Let you consider a question. Two cubes are combined together. These are the cube 1, cube 2, two cubes. So this is a cube. Two identical cubes are joined together. And it is given that volume of the cube is 64 cm cube. If this type of cubes, two cubes are taken to join each other to make a cuboid. And the question is, what is the surface area of the cuboid so formed? When cuboid is formed, we have to find its total surface area of the solid. Here for this cube we have 6 faces. Each face is a square, so it is 6a square. But here two faces, one face from first cube and another face from second cube is hidden. That means 10 faces only appears to here. That means 10a square will be answer, but it is not a systematic process. We have to do with a elaborate process. That is, first you find dimensions of the cuboid. For this cuboid, length is equal to, as here volume of each cube is 64 cm cube. That means formula is a cube is 64 cube. A cube is equal to 64 given. So you can find from here a is equal to 4. By finding cube root of 64, it is 4. So as you got a is equal to 4 for each edge or each side of the cube is equal to 4. For cuboid, it should be 4 plus 4 is equal to 8. So for the cuboid, length is equal to 8 cm. And the width is same as the cuboid, so same 4. Height is same as the cube. Cube and cuboid height is equal, that is 4. So you are getting the dimensions of cuboid like this. The cuboid's length is becoming 8 cm, width is 4 cm, as well as height is also 4 cm. And you are given by to find total surface area of the cuboid. As you know that total surface area formula is 2 into LB plus BH plus HL. You just substitute the values and get the answer. L is 8, width is equal to 4, plus width 4 and height 4, plus height 4 and length 8. So that is 2, it is 8 into 4, 32, 4 into 4, 16, and 4 into 8 again 32. That is 2 into 80. That is 160 cm square is the total surface area. Okay, consider another question. A hollow hemisphere is surmounted by a hollow cylinder. To put one another is called as surmounted. Hemisphere is at bottom and cylinder is above it, so it is called cylinder is surmounted to hemisphere. Okay, and it is given that diameter of the cylinder is 14 cm and total height of the solid is 13 cm. Total height H is equal to 13 cm. Total height means this spherical part height plus cylindrical part height is equal to 13 cm. As the diameter is 14 cm given, so radius is equal to 14 by 2, that is 7 cm. And you have to find curved surface, the inner surface of the container. It is a container. In this container, the inner surface means inside you are getting a curved surface of hemisphere as well as the curved surface of the cylindrical part. That surface area you have to find. It is the question. So for that, our radius is given as 7. So the inner surface area of the container means you have to find surface area of hemispherical part, curved surface area of hemispherical part plus inner surface area, inner curved surface area of the cylinder, curved surface area of cylinder. And your formula is curved surface area of a hemisphere is 2 pi r square. 2 pi r square plus curved surface area of a cylinder is 2 pi r h. 2 pi r h. That implies, again, take a common if anything there. Yes, we have 2 pi r. We can take common. So take 2 pi r from the first part and h from the second term, r plus h. And what is r plus h? R means radius of the hemisphere as well as h is the height of the cylinder, and r plus h is the total height, and it is given that total height is equal to 13. So here you can substitute 13. That implies 2 into pi means you can take the value 22 by 7. Radius is 7, and r, small r means radius plus the height of the cylinder, that is total height of the solid, that is 13. So 7 get cancelled. It is 44 into 13. 572 cm square. Okay. Let us discuss another question. 3 spherical balls of radius 6 cm, 8 cm and 10 cm are melted and to recast another bigger spherical ball. Then what is the radius of the resulting sphere? We have to find. That is our question. So the given spherical ball's radius, we can take it as 6 cm means radius 1, 6 cm, radius 2, 8 cm, radius 3, 10 cm. The three are recasted, melted and recasted, means bring it into new shape, and the new shape is also a spherical ball. So what should be equal here? Volume of the bigger sphere is equal to volume of the smaller 3 given spheres. So formula of volume is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Therefore 4 by 3 pi first sphere, that is r1 cube, plus 4 by 3 pi second sphere r2 cube, plus third one 4 by 3 pi r3 cube. The 3 we have to add. This equals to the fourth one. So now take a common 4 by 3 pi from all. So it is r1 cube, that is 6 cube, plus from second term we are getting 8 cube, r2 means 8. From third we are getting 10 cube, and that equals to 4 by 3 pi. 6q is 216. 8q is 512. And 10q is 1000. So I can clear here. Now this is that implies 4 by 3 pi. The sum of the 3 is equal to 2 plus 6, 8. 1, 1, 2, 2, 7, 17. This is the result, and this volume equals to volume of the fourth sphere. So fourth sphere volume means 4 by 3 pi big R cube. Now compare. Cancel this one. That is 4 by 3 pi into 1728 by 4 by 3 pi taken to left side. 4 by 3 pi is equal to big R cube. So 4 by 3 pi cancel. That is 1728 is 12 cube. 12 cube is equal to R cube. Therefore R is equal to 12. That means the radius of bigger or resulting sphere is 12 cm. Okay, let us have another question. The next question is a silver coin whose diameter is 1.75 cm and thickness is 2 mm. Such coins are melted to make a cuboid whose dimension is 5.5 cm by 10 cm by 3.5 cm. Now, question is how many such coins needed to make the cuboid? So, volume of all the coins is equal to volume of cuboid. Let n number of coins are used. That means n into volume of each coin. A coin is cylindrical in shape and volume formula, volume of cylinder is pi r square h. Pi r square radius is 1.75 by 2. Pi r square into h. H is thickness given 2 mm. 2 mm means 0.2 cm. 0.2. It is the volume of one coin, and as n coins are there, n into we have multiplied, and is equal to volume of cuboid L into B into H. L, B, H given already, so it is 5.5 into 10 into 3.5. That equals to, that implies n is equal to, this part we will change to right side. So already in right side we have 5.5 into 10 into 3.5, I can write as 35 divided by, this pi is 22 by 7 into 1.75 by 2 whole square, 2 times 1.75 by 2 into 0.2. So cancel 2 by 0.2, that is 0.1. 7 cancel by 1.75, that is 0.25. 2 cancel by 22, that is 11. That equals to, that implies n is equal to, it is 5.5 into 35 by, here it is 11 into, here it is 0.25 into 1.75 into 0.1. So cancel. 11 cancel with 5.5, so 0.5. 0.5 we can cancel with 0.25, that is again 0.5 here. So now n is equal to 35 by 0.5, 1.75 into 0.1. Decimal places in denominator 1, 2, 3, 4 are there. So I am multiplying with 10,000 to numerator and denominator to remove decimals. So n is equal to 35, here 4 zeros, 10,000 by, as 10,000 is multiplied, 4 places will be removed, that is 0.5 will be only 5, it is 175 and it is 1. So 35 cancel with 175 is 5. Now you are getting 5 into 5 into 1, that is 25, that is 10,000 by 25 is equal to 400. So we got the answer that the number of coins required is 400 coins to make the cuboid of given dimensions. Thank you. Bye bye.